What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and today we're going to be talking about the new update in Cold War, the Season 5 gameplay trailer, and even more. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and make sure you have notifications on to stay up to date with everything going on in Cold War Year 2, Warzone, Modern Warfare 2, and any other future Call of Duty as well. But before we continue, let's go ahead and thank the sponsor of tonight's video. Now, tonight's video is sponsored by Mech Arena, an amazing free-to-play shooter game available on mobile. Now, Mech Arena is an action-packed game that allows you to have crazy matches from start to finish in around 5 minutes. There's also a ton of smaller, close-quarters maps built for tactical and constant encounters. It's not a reflex first-person shooter, but does not feel clunky like other mech games out there, while Mech Arena is also a game that does not base the matchmaking off of your skill. Mech Arena takes mobile multiplayer to the next level, allowing you to customize each suit to your liking. Here are some examples of some of my all-time favorites. You can open the vault to see your skins and unlock new ones, followed by tapping on a mech, then loadout and paint can to equip your available skins or different paint jobs. You can then take these custom mech suits to a ton of different game modes such as control point capture, 5v5 and 2v2 deathmatch, tournaments, and even more. Enjoy the crazy action-packed gameplay that you guys are seeing on screen right now. Now, this month is also huge for Mech Arena. First up, it's the Battlepass for Season 9. With a ton of rewards and skins to grab, you can see them on screen right now, and at the same time, it's Mech Arena's 1-year anniversary. They've got a packed schedule of special events with some crazy prizes to win, including an awesome new sniper weapon and the new pilot known as the Archangel. I cannot wait to dive into all of this once it launches. Now, Mech Arena is completely free to play on Android and iOS, and you can use my personal link down below in the video description or the QR code to get a free starter pack worth $25, a Firelight skin, a Prodigy crate, and a Plasma Cannon 4 to help kickstart your game. And if you're quick, you can add me to your friends list on Mech Arena. I'll put my profile on screen right now so you can see, so we can get some matches in together. But thank you to Mech Arena for sponsoring tonight's video. Now back to the video. Late last night at almost midnight, a new patch popped up for Cold War, first on PlayStation, and then it went live earlier this morning on Xbox and PC. It was a preload at first, and you were able to then install the update today at around, I think it was 11 a.m. Central or about 12 p.m. Central, one of those two times, and that's usually the time when a patch does get installed for this game, and it was about 3 gigabytes in size, which is typical considering all recent Year 2 updates for Cold War have been around 3 to 5 gigs, and I think 3 gigs sounds like it's a bit too big just for bundles, but that's actually been the case for many previous Cold War updates as well, and only 2 things were found. We have 2 upcoming bundles that will likely release at some point during the duration of Season 5. First off, the Annihilation Tracer Pack, which also comes with the Mastercraft. We're not sure how much it's going to cost, and I can't show you the images on screen for obvious reasons, but the account Codsploit Images over on Twitter did post a preview of what these look like, and the first pack, like I said, is a park theme bundle, which comes with the Mastercraft for the TEC 9, everybody's favorite SMG in Cold War multiplayer. It also comes with a blueprint for the Pellington Sniper. We also have a Charm Reticle, a Stay Put finishing move, a Gesture accessory, calling card, and even an emblem. And the Mastercraft does, of course, come with orange and purple Tracer Fire. The second bundle is called the Eternal Strike Reactive Pack, featuring a reactive blueprint for the brand new UGR SMG. I'm happy this is the case, though, because we only ever got one blueprint for the UGR, which came with the Lazar bundle many months ago. We never got any special blueprint for the weapon. I know the Lazar UGR blueprint had green tracers, but other than that, I was expecting at least a Mastercraft or reactive skin for that new DLC weapon, similar to the cool one we got for the Vargo a couple of months ago. So this pack comes with, once again, a reactive skin for the UGR, then a blueprint for what looks like a Farah. We have a Breacher Weaver skin, giving heavy Black Ops 1 vibes from some of the tactical missions he went on, as well as a Charm finishing move, a Gesture calling card, emblem, and even an accessory. Now, I do think 3 gigabytes does open up the door for some other potential releases, such as being able to play Onslaught on some of the other multiplayer maps, or even the release of that slasher deathmatch mode, which has been sitting in Cold War for a number of months. I originally thought that mode was going to be brought back just without the Halloween Scream twist, but considering Halloween's just around the corner, they might just bring that back for the upcoming Haunting event when Vanguard and Warzone 1 get one at some point in, let's say, early October, but it'll just be Scream deathmatch without the inclusion or mention of Scream at all from last year's Haunting event. That could be what happens, considering images out there do exist of that game mode working in Cold War multiplayer. Now, I do think these 2 bundles will end up concluding my Cold War coverage here on the channel. Like I mentioned many times before, I'm still surprised that we went this long posting Cold War content, even if it has just been bundles over the last couple of months. I'm happy to still be talking about this game. It's one of my all-time favorites in the Call of Duty franchise, and I do think this was the last shot to ever see any more multiplayer maps added to Cold War multiplayer. It's a bit unfortunate. I think we should have at least saw Firing Ranger Summit to kind of bring back that Back in Black vibe that other previous Black Ops games have had, but I just don't think Treyarch has the time to really get that map out, or any other map maps out, considering that they're still working on Vanguard, finishing up the Archon, which I'm sure is finished by now, but then they're also moving their development away to Black Ops 2024, as they teased over on Twitter. Now today we also got a gameplay trailer for Season 5. It was a quick one. It was only about 50 seconds long, and there was no mention or footage at all of the Archon, the final round-based map coming to Vanguard this upcoming Wednesday. There could potentially be a separate trailer for the map that comes out tomorrow, but I do think it's a bit unlikely. I mean, what could they really show in a trailer though? I mean, they're not gonna really want to market Terra Maledicta again, even if it has the green tint. What they could do is at least show a glimpse of the boss fight, which is being marketed as the highlight of this upcoming round-based map. Treyarch did mention that they devoted a lot of resources, if not all of them, to making the boss fight a truly memorable one, which has me thinking that they're gonna save that for a surprise and not spoil anything through a trailer of any sort. But the patch for Season 5 in Vanguard does come out at some point tomorrow. I'm recording this again on a Monday, so the patch should be out tomorrow, in which you'll probably see a bunch of the usual suspects posting all the upcoming Season 5 bundles on Twitter, and there might be early access to the new multiplayer map or even some of the weapons via private matches, which I will be covering in a separate video at some point tomorrow night. But tomorrow should also be when we end up getting the trailer for the Season 5 Battle Pass, unless they also save that for when the season actually goes live this Wednesday at about 12 o'clock Central. Now today they also revealed an image of the Gulag for Season 5, which is a remake of the original Warzone Gulag all the way back from Verdansk, and I guess they're doing that kind of as a goodbye or a send-off to Warzone 1 altogether, considering COD 2.0 does begin this fall with Warzone 2, Modern Warfare 2, Warzone Mobile, so they're giving us one last look at that original Gulag people probably missed from Verdansk back in the day. And I'm also really excited about the search and destroy type mode coming to Caldera this season. I think I will consider that some type of Fireteam meets S&D kind of mode for Warzone 1, something we really haven't seen before, especially on Caldera. So I think for fans of Cold War Fireteam or fans of just S&D altogether for multiplayer, that upcoming mode is going to be very interesting, as we also saw footage of in today's gameplay trailer. But I also think it's a bit ironic that both Black Ops 4 and Vanguard, two very controversial Call of Duties, have ended on a heroes versus villains event. So they put more information about this upcoming community event in today's blog post. I will leave that link down below in the description. But as it says in the blog, earn points for your faction. So yes, they're adding factions to Vanguard, guys, don't worry. In the heroes versus villains community event, help your side in one of two ways, either by collecting hero or villain tokens, you can't choose both, by eliminating opponents and scavenging supply boxes, or by defusing or detonating bombs in Operation Last Call. That's the name of the S&D LTM coming to Caldera. The winning team's weapon blueprint will be awarded to everyone, while players in the winning faction will also receive Battle Pass tier skips for their victory. The entire playing community will earn additional rewards along the way for contributing faction points, such as the hero/villain insignia emblem, the Chop Chop gesture, the hero versus villains Mark Charm, and the Conflict Spike melee weapon blueprint. There will also be a faction bundle. Picking up a hero or villain token activates a discount on the faction bundle at every buy station. Get your goods cheap and then find another token for a brand new discount. So there's definitely a lot in store for the start of Season 5, but I do think there will at least be something interesting about Season 5 Reloaded, which I don't think is going to actually release until after the multiplayer beta for Modern Warfare 2. I mean, once September begins, it's going to be crazy. Back-to-back marketing. We have the COD Next event September 15th, and the beta shortly after that, and then campaign early access begins October 20th. So I think at any point from the end of September, but before October 20th, will be when we end up getting Season 5 Reloaded, possible haunting event, and other surprises that are going to truly conclude the life cycle of Vanguard and Warzone 1. But Call of Duty has also been teasing the upcoming Umbrella Academy crossover over on Twitter, and they're teasing something about the timeline, right? So I wonder if that Umbrella Academy crossover is in any way relevant to how messy the canon currently is for the post-launch story of Vanguard and Warzone 1. I don't know if that'll explain it, but what I will say is that I think as of right now, at least to me, Butcher's narration to Mason's crew about Task Force Vanguard and what happened, you know, when he served in the war, I think that story ended after Season 2, because you look at Season 3 with Operation Monarch, Godzilla King Kong, Butcher was still narrating that part of the story, but I feel like at that point, that's kind of our cutoff to where things really went a different way and stopped making sense. You look at Season 4, where Butcher's then fighting Kingsley's crew, it looks like Kingsley and his crew are dead now. Butcher's team killed them, so I'm very confused on what that means now, but I think especially with Season 5's intro dealing with Menendez, Rourke, Khaled al-Assad, Seraph, the canon is out the window at least right now, so I do think the post-launch story truly ended with Season 2, and whenever MW2 comes out, the next Black Ops game, I don't think they'll in any way reference anything from Season 3 and beyond, because that just doesn't really make sense. It might have just been incorporated into the story for the sake of doing so, for the crossover, just for fun, for the bundles. I think that's really it. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the brand new packs coming to Cold War Year 2? How are you feeling about Season 5 thus far? And are you a bit confused with the fact that Warzone's getting these community community updates, this villain versus heroes event, but Vanguard itself might not be getting any of that at all, which is interesting. I really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.